the situation just took a stunning turn. NASA's Planetary Defense System was quietly activated after new data revealed something impossible. The interstellar object known as 3I Atlas just changed its course in a way that no natural body ever should. What started as a routine observation of a passing comet suddenly spiraled into a scientific emergency that left even top physicists speechless. According to multiple observatories, 3I Atlas didn't just drift, it accelerated, almost as if it was responding to something. And that's when Michio Kaku stepped in, saying the words that made the entire scientific world go silent. It's behaving as if alive. In this video, we'll uncover what exactly triggered this cosmic reaction that no one can fully explain, from the unexplained bursts of ultraviolet light to the strange gravitational ripples surrounding it. We'll break down how NASA's top scientists are scrambling to make sense of data that defies classical physics, why Michio Kaku believes this could change our understanding of the universe forever, and the shocking possibility that this object isn't behaving like a comet at all. So let's get to the moment that started everything. The instant 3I Atlas broke the laws of motion. It was supposed to be just another quiet night in October when several amateur astronomers noticed something odd. 3I Atlas had shifted. Its trajectory, once perfectly predictable, suddenly veered off course. Not due to gravity, not due to impact, but through what appeared to be self-propelled acceleration. Within hours, NASA's automated alert systems flagged the anomaly, prompting the activation of its Planetary Defense Coordination Office, the same network designed to track potential asteroid threats. This wasn't a collision warning. This was something different, something that looked like the object was controlling its own path. Astronomers initially dismissed it as an instrument error, but as independent observatories confirmed the readings, the truth became undeniable. The interstellar object was moving faster, not slower, as it neared the solar system, completely opposite to what Newtonian physics predicts. NASA's analysts scrambled to model the motion, but no equation worked. The object seemed to adjust speed mid-flight, as if reacting to something invisible. And just when scientists thought it couldn't get weirder, 3I Atlas emitted a light pattern that changed everything. When the data came in, it looked like a glitch. 3I Atlas was accelerating, but there was no sign of gas jets, ice sublimation, or solar pressure effects strong enough to cause it. Natural explanations fell apart one by one. Some tried to compare it to Oumuamua, the first interstellar visitor discovered in 2017, which also displayed unexplained motion. But unlike Oumuamua, which drifted away after a few strange moves, 3I Atlas began to pulse, its acceleration pattern repeating in precise intervals, almost rhythmic. It wasn't chaotic, it was structured. Michio Kaku commented soon after, noting that the object's behavior was mathematically coherent, as if following a command sequence rather than random physics. Others, like Harvard's Loeb, speculated about non-gravitational forces, suggesting perhaps radiation pressure from a thin, sail-like structure. But 3I Atlas showed none of those characteristics. It wasn't reflecting sunlight the way it should. Instead, it appeared to generate its own UV output, subtle but measurable. The acceleration seemed tied to these bursts of ultraviolet light, a connection that hinted this wasn't just motion, it was activation. And that's when the light began to intensify. As telescopes around the world focused in, something astonishing emerged. 3I Atlas's core began emitting patterned ultraviolet bursts, evenly spaced, repeating every few minutes. Unlike the random flickering of comets, these pulses were stable and synchronized, forming what one European observatory described as a cyclic emission pattern. Scientists were baffled. Was it a rotational effect, a reflection anomaly, or something else entirely? The light didn't behave naturally. It intensified and faded with almost clockwork precision. The most bizarre part came when the emission started affecting the space around it. The object's brightness wasn't just visible, it distorted nearby plasma fields, hinting at strong electromagnetic activity. The bursts even appeared to influence solar particles, bending their trajectories slightly, a behavior that shouldn't be possible from an inert rock. Some researchers began calling it an energy-reactive structure, possibly interacting with its environment. And that's when something happened that no one expected. The space surrounding 3I Atlas began to ripple. At first, the readings were dismissed as sensor interference. But then, multiple instruments, including NASA's Solar and Heliospheric Observatory, confirmed it, an unusual energy ripple radiating outward from 3I Atlas, expanding like a shockwave. This wasn't an explosion, but a disturbance in the plasma density across millions of kilometers, almost as if the object had released a wave of invisible energy that briefly altered local magnetic fields. The region's ionized particles seemed to dance in response, forming ring-like structures never before seen in space. Theories flew in from everywhere. Some claimed it was a solar-wind interaction. Others suggested an exotic propulsion mechanism based on dark energy resonance. But one unsettling observation kept repeating. The waves were timed with the object's ultraviolet bursts. This suggested not just random energy, but control. Michio Kaku then made his most controversial statement yet, saying, "We may be witnessing the first sign of a technology that manipulates space itself." Whether metaphorical or literal, his words sent shockwaves through the scientific community. But what happened next pushed this story into an even stranger direction. NASA went silent. Kaku's public interviews began circulating fast. He warned that the data from 3I Atlas challenges the foundation of Newtonian and Einsteinian physics alike. In simpler terms, the object was behaving like it understood the forces acting upon it, as if testing the limits of what we consider natural motion. He theorized that if this object was indeed artificial, it might be using a propulsion system powered by quantum vacuum fluctuations, tapping into energy that exists everywhere in space but remains beyond our technological reach. The implications were enormous. While most scientists cautioned against alien conclusions, the timing of NASA's next move fueled speculation. Just days after Kaku's statements, NASA's Deep Space Network stopped publishing raw tracking data for 3I Atlas, citing data recalibration. At the same time, leaked internal memos hinted that the military had taken interest in monitoring the object's path. Suddenly, the open-source information flow went dark. And as the silence grew, so did the question. Why would NASA restrict access unless there was something about this object they didn't want the public to see? For nearly a week, 3I Atlas vanished from live telemetry feeds. Amateur astronomers noticed that even NASA's JPL small-body database temporarily stopped updating its trajectory logs. The official explanation was maintenance, but to the global astronomy community, it felt like an intentional blackout. During that time, reports surfaced that the U.S. Space Command had been briefed on the object's potential non-gravitational influences. While NASA never confirmed these claims, the timing was impossible to ignore. Something had changed behind closed doors. When the data finally returned, the object was behaving even stranger. It had slowed down not due to solar drag, but as if it chose to. The change in velocity didn't match gravitational modeling or solar wind pressure. It was almost deliberate, calculated. Scientists watching the pattern couldn't explain it. One researcher even compared it to a scanning maneuver, like a drone adjusting its sensors. And that led to a disturbing question. If 3I Atlas wasn't acting randomly, then what exactly was it reacting to? New readings now show that 3I Atlas has begun a gradual inward curve toward the solar plane, an arc that takes it closer to the orbits of Mercury and Venus. But what's puzzling scientists isn't just the path, it's the way it's adjusting itself as it moves. Tiny corrections appear in its trajectory every few hours, subtle but measurable. It's as if the object is mapping the gravitational field of the inner solar system, like it's studying us from afar. And its ultraviolet pulses, they've started syncing with the magnetic field variations of the sun itself. NASA's theoretical physicists are calling it the cosmic handshake, a possible interaction between 3I Atlas's field and solar plasma resonance. Others suggest it could be a natural reaction, but the precision still doesn't add up. Michio Kaku said it best. Nature doesn't do digital. The behavior looks mechanical, intentional, or at least intelligently organized. And if that's true, it might mean 3I Atlas is far more than a comet. It could be a probe, a sensor, or something self-aware. But as the evidence mounts, scientists are faced with one final, chilling possibility. So what are we really seeing? Some physicists believe 3I Atlas is triggering a cosmic chain reaction, possibly revealing new physics related to dark matter or quantum energy fields. Others suggest it might be an ancient interstellar probe designed to study life-bearing systems like ours. And a few, like Kaku, hint that it could be an entirely new form of matter reacting to gravity in ways we've never seen before. Whatever the truth, it's clear that this isn't just another rock drifting through space. It's something that's interacting with the universe itself. As Michio Kaku recently said, it's as if the universe just blinked. Those words might sound poetic, but they capture what's happening, a moment where science meets the unknown. If 3I Atlas continues to defy physics, it could force humanity to rewrite its understanding of reality itself. Is this a sign of advanced cosmic technology, or are we witnessing the birth of a new natural phenomenon beyond comprehension? Either way, one thing is certain. The story of 3I Atlas is just beginning, and the universe may never look the same again.